Good evening and welcome back. Where absolutely nothing happened. So have a good night, everybody. No, let's see. I came home from work, chilled a little bit, then had my shower because as I was drying myself off, this little plastic thing that was covering my tattoo. How protected it was, like starting to come. I was like, yeah, no, that's done. Day earlier than I wanted it to. It's looking nice though. So I ended up about 10 to 5, decided, okay, I'm going to throw on an episode of Survivor, which was good. And then afterwards I made dinner and ate it. Then I just finished watching Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. Today's episode is from Lagos, Nigeria, which is probably about 6 years ago-ish. Yeah, sounds about right. So did that, and after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna throw on inning 3 of Ken Burns' series baseball. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting the Civil War, and I think maybe Jazz. I'm gonna have to look at his films and decide. The Civil War is definitely at the top of my list. So, yes. Okay, so that was pretty much, of course, in between I was getting some baseball scores. Yeah, and there's, I think, one left. Which is always good, because that's going to be early to bed tonight, because I'm kind of like, early to bed is always good. And usually one of these innings in Ken Burns' series is about roughly 2 hours, so I won't be up until midnight or 1 a.m. That's always good. That's the one thing that drives me nuts about playoff hockey. When it starts at 8 o'clock, goes 2 or 3 overtimes, like, no, I can't do this. I'm going to bed. But 10, 15 years ago, let's go. Probably could have pulled it off and probably be somewhat tired, but it's like, yeah, I'd be like, oh, did you watch the whole thing? Oh, of course I did. Don't be ridiculous. Because I'm crazy, and that's one of the last times I grew out my beard. Unless I was working out in Parquet Repair for a couple winters. Started growing it about late November. Got rid of it about mid-February. He's like, yes. Of course, when that beard comes off, it feels good. Yeah, so let's see. I don't have the radio on, which is why it's silent. And that's kind of how I want it to happen. So, anyways, yesterday's Double Jeopardy category was Ancient Greece for 2000. We're finishing off. Answer. He said, the unexamined life is not worth living. He wed Xanthippe and was an Athenian soldier. That's a mouthful and a half. Question. Who is Socrates? Yeah, like I keep saying, I could have been here a million years. Nothing. Now, Final Jeopardy. Coastlines is a category, as I mentioned yesterday. How much? Well, that's your bet. Anyways, answer. At 3,700 miles, the longest ocean trench is named for these two nations that share most of South America's Pacific coast. I don't know why I'm thinking Marinara Trench, but I think that's wrong. But we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? That's when I review it. Now, what else do I have to say here? No, nothing. No, I think that's it, actually. So, yeah, I'm moving my phone around. So I am going to call it a night, because also my bladder's starting to scream at me again. So anyways, in the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.